Now, the Nepal Army has rescued 21 Indians following the devastating flash floods along the Nepal-Tibet border. Even as over 100 Indians remain unaccounted for, search and rescue operations are continuing across the affected region, with Indian and Nepalese authorities coordinating closely to trace and evacuate the remaining stranded citizens. So, Brian, of course, the search and rescue operation continues from all the sides. Of course, India is extending a helping hand to Nepal as well as these people and military officials try to, in fact, search through these gorges in Nepal.
Yes, clearly, we are tracking this story since yesterday, and definitely very depressing numbers as what we are also trying to see at this point of time. 3,300 army personnel being deployed in Nepal, Nepalese army. PMO coming out to speak about it. The Nepalese PMO also saying that relief operations, rescue and relief operations rather, have been intensified and have been ramped up, choppers being deployed. So definitely, as even Nepal is trying to grapple with the situation, as of now, the situation is normal, is far from normal rather, but it's still getting better. But still, at this point of time, there are more than 1,000 people who are unaccounted for. There are many people who have been homeless. They do not have their homes. They are trying to look for temporary shelter homes. And this is what we are tracking from what we are even witnessing. Yes.
Right, Brian, stay with us. More news coming in. Now, India has further stepped up its relief efforts for flood-hit Nepal. A second flight carrying 37.5 tons of humanitarian assistance in disaster relief material has departed for Nepal. The consignment includes essential medicines and food packets for people affected by the floods. The latest consignment comes at a time when India continues to mobilize assistance for relief operations in Nepal. So, Brian, as we were discussing earlier, the second flood relief material has been dispatched for Nepal. Of course, India deploying critical transport planes to carry out these operations.
We've been speaking about how India was one of the first responders. India became the first country to obviously support and give relief materials to Nepal, and again even 37.5 tons of relief materials being sent to obviously Nepal from our side. And we are talking about HADR materials, they're talking about medicines, we're talking about food packets, and even it was taken off from Indian airspace, which is Ghaziabad. So definitely, India has kept up and ramped up its efforts to help its neighbors. Yes.
Right, Brian. Thank you so much for all of these details. That's all we have for this bulletin. Time to slip into a very short break.